Welcome to This Is the Day. This is the day. Friday edition.
Did I startle you?
You did. I looked over. I was expecting some more like pop, but you were like, you gave me that look.
Well,
That like, ooh, yeah.
yeah.
It was good.
What's happening?
It was good. It was grizzled. It was chiseled.
Grizzled.
It was
Whoa,
grizzled. It
whoa, whoa.
was chiseled.
Time out.
So-
Grizzled.
Yeah, it just had like this.
This says grizzled.
Who's the Butch Cassidy and Sundance Kid? Give me the actor. What's the guy's? Paul Newman. It had some Paul Newman in it.
Okay, yep.
Am I redeeming it?
You totally redeemed yourself.
You did. It was like, man.
Grizzled.
I was like, okay.
I was like, all right. Okay.
I was coming out with, throwing puppies. Welcome to This Is the Day. And you're like, this is the day
Yeah.
that you want to be a part of.
Yeah, you do.
Yeah.
I don't know what that was.
I don't know. This is the day, and you want to be a part of it.
You just went old again.
I know. I don't know. But I feel like the raspy, you gotta have it, and it's gotta break a little bit. So it's raspy. It's like, this is the day, but it's always you're about to cry too. I'm about to cry. No.
Welcome.
Welcome
to This Is the Day, Friday edition.
That's
I'm
right.
Bo Chansey.
Drew
and
Crisp.
Drew Crisp over here. We are so glad that you would spend your Friday with us. Getting ready for a great weekend, I hope.
I hope so.
I hope so. Hope you have an amazing weekend.
Holiday
And
weekend.
It is. We love Fridays around here. So we're so glad that you would begin, this Friday with us.
Absolutely.
Yeah. Good morning.
Good morning.
Good morning to you, Drew.
Good morning, Bo.
Yeah. Thank you for kicking off your day with us.
Kicking it.
Kicking it.
Kicking it.
Kicking it. Here we go.
Kicking it off.
All
Yeah.
right. So great way to kick this bad boy off,
That's
get
it.
this show really rolling is let's get some more watchers. Let's get some more viewers. Yep. Click and a share the show. Click and a share, you might
Click
get a mug. This is how it works.
Click it. Bow, now, now, now. Yep. Click and share.
Click and share.
Yeah.
Okay. So if you want one of these bad boys right here, there's one way and one way only to get one. You got to share the show.
You got to share the show.
Share the show, and then you might win a mug. Click and share.
Might get a mug. We've gotten some very, very vitriolic emails from people. We have
trying to buy these mugs.
They're trying to buy
They're
them.
not out there. You
They're
can't
not
get
out
them.
there and just like, I shared it and didn't get my mug immediately. Well, it's the might get a mug.
Well, you got yeah, you got to be drawn.
Yep.
At random, then you might get a mug. I am a little concerned about the value of these on the secondary market.
Ooh.
Yeah. So
On the interwebs.
Yeah. Beware of knockoffs. They will not produce the same effect that a legitimate This Is the Day mug will.
Yeah, if we could do a side by side, you'll notice. Yeah, it's pretty clear.
Yeah, you can tell the difference.
You'll know. It's like when I got these shoes on the sidewalk. Bought these sidewalk shoes, and I was like, man, I've always wanted some Keens, So I bought some Keens. Well, they were jeans, Jeen. Started walking them, they disintegrated immediately. Started doing some trail walking and walked in a stream, just completely started tathering and tithering.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah.
I don't think it's a word.
Got to pay attention.
You got to pay
Tithering?
attention.
No. Yeah.
Tithering,
I don't know.
tattering.
Yeah. So share the show.
Share the show.
Yeah. So we have a Thursday winner.
We do.
Good news, everyone. We've had some issues on This Is the Day. The problem of our previous producer, Eric Vines, who I'm happy to say is no longer with us.
Yeah. Well, he's still alive.
Well,
He's just not with us.
yeah, he's kind of dead to me
Oh,
currently.
okay.
Yeah, it's just problem after problem, and we have replaced Eric Vines with the wonderful, the amazing, I expect great things.
Yep.
Ariana, our new producer, and so Ariana has drawn and selected a winner from yesterday's show of a mug. Ariana, who's our winner?
Yep, I have it. I
Okay.
have it. I have it. I have it. I do
Just read the name, Ariana.
I'm sorry.
I think there's an.
Oh, yeah, I have it. Tina Preston.
Tina Preston.
Tina Preston. Okay, gets a mug.
All right, Tina
Good.
Preston.
Okay.
That didn't go as smoothly as I had hoped.
There's, we'll get there. There's some road bumps, Speed
It's
bumps
not that hard. It's on a sheet. You just
Right.
read the name. It's one name.
She might not have highlighted the name. She had to look at all the other words.
You see, that's the thing. You
Okay.
keep making excuses.
We'll get there. We'll
Okay.
get there.
I don't know. Do you still have Eric's number?
Yeah,
we may
let me
need
text
that.
Eric real quick.
Okay. All right, Tina, you won the mug. And I think we all realize something really important. We need Eric Vines.
We need Eric Vines.
We need Eric Vines.
And 2, the mug will change your life, Tina.
Absolutely.
Your life is about to get increasingly better.
Yeah, we want to see a picture of your mug with
With
your
the
mug.
mug.
Yeah, and how your life has changed.
Well, mug shot.
All right. Oh, good news, everyone. The show must go on. Eric Vines,
Okay.
he decided to return.
Okay.
We have the
Okay.
handing off.
Thank
Okay.
you. It was a good run.
Ariana.
Thank you, Ariana.
Yeah.
Thank you. All right, I'm back.
I do have like a formal apology that you need
Oh.
to make to Eric, probably.
Yeah, okay.
Yep. Yep.
This is a hard one for me.
Okay. I know.
All right. First and foremost, I would like to apologize to my family and friends, those closest to me, who are aware of my true character, and I've truly let you down. Secondly, I do want to apologize to Eric Vines, who is the rock that holds our show together and cleans up after us. That's all I got.
That's great. That is great. Oh, man. He is the vine that weaves us all together, the show and its bits.
It's bits.
It's bits.
It's bits.
Yep.
Bits attached to that there vine.
Yep.
So, all right.
Okay.
Drew Crisp. Friday edition. Got any weekend plans?
You know, the fireworks are big year for the fireworks, right?
Oh, yeah, yeah.
I feel like
sales
it's-
are up 115%. No, that's what they're saying.
People are like, I gotta blow something up.
I'm ready to blow stuff up.
Woo! All right, fine.
Woo!
If I'm going out in the blaze of glory. Woo! So, gonna get some mild fireworks for the boys, right? I mean, they're 6 and 8. Gotta be careful. We don't want to go crazy here. We'll go watch, some displays and such. But at home, stick with the sparklers, stick with the smaller things. But yeah, we'll get some fire going. We'll get we'll sparkle in the air. We'll write our names, So that's kind of it. I don't think we did some projects already that Kaylee wanted to get done. So that's nothing really out there hanging. So I think we're just gonna spend some time hanging together. That's pretty much it. We got service. Last night was amazing.
Yes, sir.
It was a great service. Is this the last of TikTok?
Yep.
Okay.
Yep. Finishing up the book of James.
Closing out TikTok. So Sunday, you can, I'll be online with our services, and you can join us. MCConline.com. You can find out all the platforms where you can watch it: Facebook, YouTube, Church Online platform, and you can find our times there as well. MCConline.com. Pretty much all Sunday morning.
Yep. 8, 9:30, 11, 12:30.
Yep. You can
Boom.
find us, find our services. Great message, great worship. It's awesome.
Yeah, I love our church. Love that we get to do this. It's gonna be really cool.
Yep.
For sure.
Yep. So that's kind of it, really. Blowing stuff up and worshiping Jesus.
Yeah.
That's it.
Sweet.
Yeah.
Nice.
Bo, what do you got going this weekend?
I don't want to talk about
I want to talk about.
Look, it's my personal business,
It's
and
my-
you don't need to be up in it. All right? If I got something to share, I'll volunteer it.
I like that. I like that.
I don't know.
I respect it.
Wouldn't that be funny if that's like how we responded to people? Hey, what you got going on this weekend? None ya?
None ya. Go eat Funyuns, and it's none ya's business.
None yas. Yep. You
Right.
just mind your own.
That's good. Yeah. I'm a sharer. Just
You are. You give and you give, and I like to keep my cards close to the vest.
I picture you with like a little broom. You're just like, okay.
Brushing people off. What am I
No,
doing? with
you're
the
like,
broom?
I'm sharing, and you're just like, that's okay.
Oh yeah. Well, you know how your stuff. It just kind of creeps this way, and then I push it
I'm a
back.
creep. Yeah, I'm right in Bo's space.
Getting a little close.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
We're gonna need you to keep it in here.
10 and 2.
Let's pretend like you're a woodchuck. You got woodchuck arms.
Woodchuck.
Woodchuck arms. We're gonna need you to
How
keep it
much
in here.
wood could a woodchuck chuck if a woodchuck chuck?
Want to hear a true story about
Yeah.
that? The
Yep.
woodchuck. So in college at Texas A&M, I did a speech communications class, and in this particular class, you had to give a number of speeches. You had to do a speech of information, formative speech, speech of persuasion,
Little persuasion speech.
and then you also had to do before information introduction,
Okay.
information, persuasion, and then a eulogy.
Oh no. Really?
Yeah. And so, like, when it came time to do the informative thing, you pick a topic, and they were so boring. They were so boring. So for my informative speech, I picked the topic, how much wood could a woodchuck chuck if a woodchuck could chuck wood? And so my approach was, are you interested in this?
I'm absolutely interested.
So my approach was I took the average chucking ability
Okay.
of a lumberjack. So, 6 foot tall, 185 pound lumberjack, how much wood could he chuck? And then contrasted that to the woodchuck.
Okay.
Okay, so the woodchuck's chucking power is fairly limited. Little arms, can only chuck a little wood. And so, I graphed it all out, had poster boards, and did this whole speech on answering the question. So it turns out a woodchuck couldn't, chuck a whole lot of wood. It could chuck a little wood, but not a lot of wood.
Okay.
And then for my speech of persuasion, I said that we should change Texas A&M's mascot from Reveille, the collie dog, to a woodchuck. And we do all these yells, and so I changed them all to woodchuck yells and did the whole thing. And then my eulogy was for Charles Woodrow Woodchuck, my grandfather's woodchuck best friend. And
You just kept it consistent.
man, I kid you not, the girls in the class were bawling their eyes out in my eulogy for Charles Woodrow Woodchuck. He had done so many great things. He saved these swimmers who were drowning.
No.
Anyway,
Yep.
I don't know. Why did we get, woodchuck arms.
I really appreciate Jerry Seinfeld's joke about the eulogy, that if people's number one fear is public speaking, that at a funeral, most people would rather be in the audience than giving the eulogy, right? Or would rather be in the casket than giving the eulogy.
You messed up the joke.
I messed up the joke. It's his joke. I'm so sorry, Seinfeld. I know he's an avid watcher of the show.
Well,
but
yes.
yeah.
Yeah, I don't know
they would
about
be
anymore.
rather in the casket than giving the eulogy.
True.
Messed up the joke.
You messed up.
Save me.
It's
Save me,
all
Bo.
right.
Save me.
All right, Drew, Chris.
Yep.
Friday edition. So, all week we use the YouVersion Bible app, which is a
right.
great tool. Gives you the verse of the day. But on Fridays, we go with a proverb of the day.
Proverbs.
So one way to read the Bible is to read a proverb a day. There's 31 chapters in the book of Proverbs, and each of those is a great read, lots of real practical wisdom. So today we're in Proverbs chapter 3. So Proverbs 3, verse 3, proverb of the day, says, "Let love and faithfulness never leave you. Bind them around your neck, write them on the tablet of your heart." All right. So this is just, it's very rich. Let love and faithfulness never leave you. So, and the cool thing there is like love and faithfulness, they really do go hand in hand. And, our faithfulness in our relationships, whether they be with family, loved ones, friends, our relationship with God, it is really rooted in being faithful in those relationships, but that is driven by love. So to let love and faithfulness never leave you, it means that we value them, we treasure them. We're not going to lose them or squander them. So it says, bind them around your neck, write them on the tablet of your heart. So, keep them close to you,
Yep.
where you're very aware of them. And I like to think about this in terms of my relationship with God or with anybody, that love and faithfulness. So to not only, express love and say I love and think about love, but then to be faithful in living that love out as well.
I like the idea of keeping it with you, and also like this imagery of a tablet of the heart, that like the things that we give our hearts to, or the way our hearts are influenced and continue to grow, that's all kind of written down, you know,
what's
and,
there,
and
yeah.
recorded, and that'd be
Yeah.
interesting to.
Yeah, like, so I think it's kind of cool to think about, like, what is written on the tablet of your heart? Like, if somebody could really look inside you and like, see that, yeah, what would they read? What would they see written there? Like, what do you treasure and value most? What's really written onto your heart? Yep.
Yep.
Cool.
Yep.
There you go, man. Proverb of the day.
Donuts.
Good stuff.
Or
Is that
like-
what you got written in there?
No, I don't know. I'm just wondering, like, what do you truly seek and value? You know, like, not
What-
very small, but yeah.
What could it be? All right. So that's our proverb of the day. Great stuff. Not so great stuff, but sometimes it's okay.
Yeah.
Yeah. This closet calendar thing I got going on.
Yep.
So I went to the closet today. Deep dark recesses of the closet. Pulled out one calendar page to see the light of day. And for today, it's a random act of kindness.
Okay.
All right. I like this.
These are good.
Random act of kindness. And so the suggestion is to praise a local business online.
Oh man,
Positive reinforcement should be shared.
that's great.
I like it,
I
closet
like it.
calendar. I like what you've done there.
Yep.
I know it's simple, but like, praise a local business online. Because here's the deal. In this critical culture that we live in this uber critical climate, man, people are fast to talk about what they don't like. Really fast. But just slow to really say, hey, this was great.
Yeah.
This is what I really like.
Yeah. And even just to be able to share that positive experience you had there, and honestly, helpful things that could help others as they, because you get on Yelp or even with Google or something, you can kind of see how things were reviewed and people's experiences. So yeah, it's good to get out there and do that positive reinforcement. It's awesome.
So like my favorite local restaurant is Puerto Vallarta and Nueve Vallarta.
Okay.
Same owner. They're right next to each other.
Yeah.
Mexican place. I love to go to it. And the owner, Jorge, one time, he asked me if I would do a Yelp review.
Yeah.
And I was like, okay. It's like he doesn't really ask for much, but I was like, yeah, I love going in there. I love the place. I love sharing it with people. So I was like, yeah, I'll do a Yelp review. So I had to, first of all, figure out what Yelp was and how to do it. And it just blew my mind. Like I got kind of defensive about one of my favorite places because somebody before me rated it like 2 stars, and their whole thing was about like the chocolate milk, how they ordered a chocolate milk for their kids, and they bring out, and that's the thing, this restaurant, their chocolate milk's amazing. They bring it out in this like giant margarita glass that's
really?
like frosted and frozen, and then the chocolate milk is ice cold into the top, and then they put whipped cream on top and a giant cherry. I mean, it's like, dude, it's like the thing. Like,
Okay.
you want to get if you like chocolate milk, you want to get the chocolate milk here. And they were like, we just wanted it in a kid's cup, and they were just ripping them. I was like, what? So then I realized like how bizarre like our critical mindsets and culture can be. So I gave them a great review, and I was like, by the way, if you don't even like Mexican food, go there for the chocolate milk.
Boom.
I don't know.
Boom. That's good.
Yeah, praise the local business.
Absolutely.
That's the thing. Like, and we take one little negative, and we allow that something that we think is a negative to ruin the entire experience. It's weird.
Right. Right. So then, what did you like about it, and share that? Absolutely.
That's changed it. Some of those things really changed my life. Like, even thinking about movies. Like if I'm going, well, it wasn't that great, because that's what you do. I watched this movie. Oh, what'd you think about it? And then immediately, what people do is they tell you everything they didn't like about it. That's like I feel like that's what we're supposed to do.
Right.
Tell you all the things I didn't like about it. So I started flipping that, and just instead of thinking about what I didn't like about stuff, I tried to think about what I did like about it. What did I enjoy?
That's good.
Focus on that.
That's good.
Yeah.
It had dialogue, and there were colors. I like the colors in it.
Yeah. And if that's it, that's it.
That's it. Yeah.
Maybe let it be there.
Yeah. I mean, if you have a TV and time, you should watch it, I guess.
Yeah, but take a moment, praise a local business online. Maybe there's a web show you really enjoy that you can
Share with others. Yeah.
Maybe do that.
I know we know you have options when it comes to churches that put together a web show, a daily web show. We know you have options.
Yeah, there's plenty of options.
Plenty of options out there. We just want to throw "This Is the Day" in the hat.
In the mix, yeah.
In the mix, and just say,
Maybe.
please,
Please.
share it. If you can.
Please say something nice to us. Please say something nice. I feel like we're fishing.
I'm an ugly crier. Please don't make me cry.
I would agree.
Yeah.
Yeah, it wasn't
yeah.
pretty.
Who has like a good cry face though? You know, it's like you are so pretty when you cry. Is that why you make me cry so much?
Is that what Kaylee said to you?
No, no.
I like her.
She's great. She's amazing.
All right. Then in our kitchen, we got a
Okay.
calendar on the fridge that
Okay.
gives us a national day to celebrate.
Okay.
And Drew, I don't know about this one. I mean, I'm all for celebrating every day, but
Yeah.
man, today is National Stay Out of the Sun Day.
Stay out of the Sunday is today.
Is today.
I mean, there's some wisdom in that, right?
Well, sure, yeah. You know, I mean, you got to protect yourself and everything. But I mean, like, who wants to stay out of the sun? Like, if the sun's out, don't you?
Oh, yeah, I mean,
wanna get out there?
sun's out, guns out, they say.
That's
you know?
right. I mean,
Yeah.
for me, for sure. I don't have any sleeves on any of my shirts anymore.
right.
Yeah, no. Yeah.
You know, I know one subset of people that really just no sun at all. Nah. Vampires.
Oh, well,
Vampires,
I didn't think
right?
about them, yeah.
I mean, how would they celebrate this day?
Staying out of the sun.
They would stay out of the sun.
Think about this.
Let's just think about it for a minute, Bo. Oh, come on. What is that? Oh,
The sun that's burning my skin.
oh, you can't. It's almost like you can't even avoid it. It's everywhere. The sun. Oh, the sun. Mr. Sun. Sun. Mr. Golden Sun. Don't shine down on me. Mr. Sun. Sun. Mr. Golden Sun. Don't shine down on. Don't shine down on. Don't shine down on me. Stay out of the Sunday. Yes. Uh-huh. Okay.
Okay.
I think so. Okay. Yeah. You know,
Yeah.
I think we do need to practice being safe in the sun, you know, with the sunscreen and the umbrella, you know, like, be safe. That is true. That's a good word. So maybe that's what this day is about.
Look away. Look away.
Oh,
Thank you. All set.
All right.
What you got there?
I got a Whole Foods, goat blood.
Wow, that's really gross.
I'm kidding. No, I'm kidding.
You're so
It's fruit punch,
You're
Bo.
so weird.
Fruit punch.
I was wondering what you put over here in this. I'm like,
Fruit punch in an intravenous bag. I feel like vampires, man. If I could sell these. I'd get down to Salem and sell these to all the occult members.
yeah.
All right. How does it taste?
Salty.
You get that iron, right?
Yeah.
Do you have any blood without so much iron?
I'd like it a little lower in the iron.
I like my blood less iron.
I like light blood.
Light blood. I like light blood.
All right. All right. Stay out of the sun day. If you're going to go in the sun, be protected.
Right.
Wear the sunscreen.
Yep.
Put a hat on.
That's it. But join us on Sunday. But stay out of the Sunday.
Right.
But join us on
It's
Sunday.
Yeah.
There it is.
There it is.
You know what I'm saying.
You did it.
Yep.
Well done.
Hey,
Yes, sir.
I looked in our files.
Yeah.
We got another episode of Reading Bo Rain
Oh, good.
from Druvar Burpton.
Drew Burpton, that guy.
Yep.
Let's check
And
that out.
he's got some wisdom.
Good.
Butter knife in a pie. Had lice twice in junior high. Kitchen nook, Dad loves to cook. Reading Bo Rain. I can't go anywhere trends to know, the shoes that glow. A reading Bo Rain, a reading Bo Rain.
Hello, welcome to Reading Bo Rain with Dhruvar Burpton. I'm your host, Dhruvar Burpton. Today we are at JoJo's Dojo. Bo, thank you for joining me today. And also, what a wonderful hachimaki. Of course. I also love Tootsie Rolls. Today, we have a wonderful book for you. Before that, my friend drew this volcano and then painted it. You might remember his earlier work, Tornado in a Field. As always, let's begin by covering our forefinger in aluminum foil. Just take your aluminum foil, take your finger, and wrap it. It's that simple. The book I've chosen for you today is Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles: The First Battle. Have you read this one? This book was influential on me in so many ways. Let's begin. There is crime in New York City. This newsboy is talking about it. On television, the newscaster is also talking about the crime in New York City. April O'Neil, she's the newscaster, is leaving work. There are thieves and thugs stealing large, heavy TVs. Apparently, the market is good for large, heavy TVs. After April sees them, the thieves and thugs decide she must be personally attacked. They begin to personally attack her. Don't worry, the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles are on their way. They come out of a manhole cover. And they butt kick all of the thieves and thugs. This book led me to an online search for martial arts. I'm in a 186-week course getting my associates in martial arts from Phoenix Online, from Sensei Joel. I've invited him to the show today to help us understand what to do when we're personally attacked. Please welcome Sensei Joel. Hello.
Greetings.
Hello, Sensei Joel. He always gets lower than me. I'm glad you were able to join us today on Reading Bo Rain, Sensei Joel.
Yes, Sleeping Kitten.
I've asked the viewers what they would do if they were personally attacked, and I decided that you could give us helpful tips. Do you have 3 tips for us on if we are personally attacked?
Yes.
What are those 3 tips, Sensei Joel?
Rule number 1. One must not be afraid of their bodily fluids, because who will throat punch somebody who pees himself? Rule number 2. If you flex every part of your body, including your clavicle, you are as strong as iron. Rule number 3. When in doubt, use a bombastic accent.
Those are great tips, Sensei Joel. Thank you so much. Bo, did you learn something today? He says he didn't, but he did. All right, that's our show for you today. I'm going to put my book away and my paintings, as always, keeping my aluminum foil finger safe and sound in my suitcase. You should do that as well. I'm Dhruvar Burpton. This has been another episode of Reading Bo Rain. Good luck to you.
A reading Bo Rain.
Okay,
Interesting tips.
interesting tips. I don't know if I gained anything. Did you gain anything out of that?
Well, I'm very interested in the bombastic accent.
Yeah, fair enough.
am. I'm not exactly sure what that means, but I feel like that might be a tool I could employ
Yeah.
if personally attacked.
Yeah.
Like if somebody just came up to me and they were like, I hate you, I can't stand what you're doing, you're a loser, you know, whatever. Maybe a I don't,
Yeah.
like,
It's like, go, I'll make him, huh? Just give them that.
Was that bombastic?
I don't know. I don't know what bombastic is.
I don't know. I think maybe any accent you just go for.
Just go for it.
Just go for it.
It might help you.
Hey, get out of my face!
Get out of my
You! Cornbread! Chili powder! Fried okra!
You know.
Would that work?
I think so.
Okay.
I think so.
I don't know why it was all food related.
Yeah. Oh, corn on the cob.
Barbecue!
Yes. Cauliflower.
I'm gonna try that next time somebody's like personally attacking me.
Yeah.
Would it work online?
Ooh. If it's just always food,
No.
it's just something food related.
Somebody's like, commenting something, and I'm just like,
Flambe.
red beans and rice.
Red beans. And what does he mean by that? I think flambe. I think our love and faithfulness really is probably a better approach.
Pudding pops.
Pudding pops. Pop tarts. Pop tarts.
Just keep doing it over and over. Pop tarts.
Pop tarts.
Pop tarts.
Yeah, but you don't understand the
Pop-Tarts.
You didn't get the. Why are you so?
Pop-Tarts.
Pop tarts. Pop tarts. Pop tarts. Yep.
I like it.
I like it. I think-
Okay, we did learn something.
We learned. Thank you, Drew
Thank
Var
you.
Burpton and
Right.
Sensei Joel.
Sensei Joel. Yeah.
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 Okay.
Okay. Well, if that wasn't freaky enough for you,
Right.
we got Motivation Monday. Tuesday's tips.
That's right. Wednesday Wonder.
Oh, it's always wonderful. Mm-hmm. And then what?
Hey, can you throw back Thursday to me? Yep. Oh.
Pick it up. It's heavy.
Yep. Yep. All right.
There you go.
Throwback Thursday.
Throwback Thursday.
Yep. Well, today is Freaky Friday.
Freaky Friday, and we got something. I'm so glad that Eric Vines, our producer,
he
is
came
back
I don't know, this
because he brought us this very freaky.
pure freakiness.
Yep. I think he should tell us.
Yeah. What do you got?
Eric.
So, doing some research, I'm originally from Tennessee. And North Carolina is very close by where I live, where my family used to live is around that area. And there is actually, from years ago, back in the 1970s, there was an amusement park down there called the Land of Oz. Which eventually, over time, it actually ended up becoming abandoned.
Okay.
Which, very freaky, very
Right.
freaky. So I got this video to share. So
Okay.
it ended up being opening up in the 1970s. It was
Yes.
made by two brothers who wanted to turn a ski resort into a year-round attraction. And it actually hosted over 400,000 guests on its first day, including actually my dad. My dad actually went to this amusement park. He's not in
my
this video,
word.
though. Yeah. So, but 1975 was not a great year for the park. It actually went bankrupt, and it actually had a fire that burned a lot of stuff, and it closed in the 80s. And then now it's just this area that's just sitting abandoned. They didn't take much of anything down. People have gone to this amusement park to be able to explore it. There's these creepy trees that used to be, it used to be like, supposed to be fun, lovable, but now they're just watching over this abandoned park as nature kind of takes its course and needs to be cleaned. That's all I can say. Actually, a couple years ago, they ended up doing some revamping in the place, and they actually opened it up to the public for like a couple times a year to be able for people to go and explore it, to be able to see it, and to just kind of get that haunting kind of feel for that park. So, of course, I wanted to be able to share that because yesterday we talked about these gold bricks.
That's right.
That's
right.
And we wanted to be able to just say, hey, you know what? What's creepier than the Wizard of Oz and it being abandoned? So, and it's actually kind of funny because it was a place that my dad actually visited when he was a kid. So I remember growing up, there was tons and tons of times that we'd actually watch these old like Super 8 film that people would be able to see. And we have some footage of the park, and it was really, really creepy. And it's still kind of that way today. So I would not recommend going to visit because it is private property. But
right.
that's my Freaky Friday for today.
That's pretty freaky.
That's pretty freaky.
Man, there was a sign there that said, "We're off." I'm assuming, we're off to see the wizard, but it just said, "We're off." We're off.
Like, we're done. We're closed.
off.
That's
We're
like
closed.
the
Oh, man.
that's like the tagline for this is the day.
Yeah, we're off.
This is the day. We're off.
We're off.
Sometimes just a little.
Yes.
Sometimes a lot.
That's right. That's right.
We're off.
My word, man. I would love if they open that back up. They don't even have to clean it. Just I'll give you a couple bucks. Let me kind of peruse and see.
Want to root around in
I
there.
want to root around. I want to see these trees and think about that story, Wizard of Oz. Oh, man.
Well, that's
fun.
kind of the whole thing's a bit freaky.
Yeah.
A freaky premise.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yep. They must have all gone back to Kansas.
All of them.
I don't know. I don't know. So cool.
Sweet.
I do love, shout out to Gold Brick, sponsor of This Is the Day, and the footpath of the Land of Oz.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. That yellow brick road. Okay. So we talk about the weather
We do.
because people love the weather.
I do.
Just love yammering on about the weather. We're getting some weather.
This weather we're having,
It's
huh?
weather. Yeah. I don't know.
Right.
So once a week, I let you do the weather, pick where we're doing it from.
Yep.
So
Yep.
I don't know. What do you got?
Okay. Before I get into this, Eric Vines, were you able to establish on our desk that anti-gravity, is it a button that I push or something? Is it?
Yes.
Okay.
So if you look underneath the table,
Right.
you should be able to see. There it is.
Oh, there
Yep.
it is. Yep.
Got it?
Yep. Okay.
Okay, good.
I want to make sure that, because I had to put the anti-gravity on because today, Bo Chansey, we are doing weather from the upside down.
Oh man.
We
Is
are
this gonna
going-
make me sick to my stomach.
You might want to buckle up. Yep. All right. Yep. And so, here we go.
Okay.
Here we. Yeah! Look at this,
Oh
Bo!
my God.
The weather is exactly the same upside down as it is right side up.
Except blood is rushing to my head.
Oh man, this is amazing. I love this. Could you imagine? Oh, if we were upside down all the time?
It's working out my abs.
Right? Oh man.
Core workout. Okay,
Well, welcome to the upside down.
so yeah.
Get, 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 get.
Did you get it?
Yeah, I'm your weatherman, Drew. Oh, wow.
Either the sun set early or
Yeah.
I just can't see it anymore.
Yeah. Whew. I think by way of rotation, because it seems to be going, is it going slower or faster? The Earth, the tides, it's messed up the tides, and it's been raining. Maybe. Okay, I don't know. You're not. Weather from upside down. What if, Bo, one day, no gravity? What if, man?
That'd be the last day.
That would be wouldn't that be nuts?
That
though?
would be the
but
end of it.
But it's not like immediate, right? It's like suddenly you're just like, what in the world? Like stuff just starts floating up, and you're like, that'd be so weird. You're just like, you got a bowl of mac and cheese, and you're just like, where's my mac and cheese? No.
Seriously, that might be the least of your problems. Okay, your mac and cheese floating away.
But then you're just like, it'd be so weird because it's the smaller things, and then eventually you're like, man, I'm feeling a little bit light today. Feeling lightheaded. Am I floating?
Okay.
Yep.
I don't know, man.
You're not going there.
Yeah.
Love it. Bo,
Yes, sir.
it's time for a daily rant.
Well, it's been a
Bo's daily
while.
rant, yes. This is where I give Bo a rantable topic and he rants on said topic. There's very little that Bo is ambivalent about.
True.
Yep. So I've got a topic today, Bo.
Okay.
All right. Grouchy New Englanders.
Is
Is
there
it
another kind?
Grouchy New Englanders
Grouchy New
is
Englanders.
the topic.
Grouchy New Englanders. Okay, Drew. Drew, okay. Grouchy New Englanders. You know what? I'm fine with it. I'm in. I'm good with this. Just be grouchy New Englanders. The problem I have is when grouchy New Englanders try to act nice, because you don't know how. You don't know what you're doing, so maybe just skip it all together. Let's just push right into that grouchiness. Be crusty, be grouchy. Let's stop trying to be nice, because when you act nice, it's weird. You don't know how to do it. Like when you try to smile, it's like, and it creeps people out. It's not cool. It's like not natural. You don't know what you're doing. You don't know how to smile. Then like you try to wave and it's like, just please, just be grouchy, because when you try to be nice, it messes everything up. For instance, driving down the road, grouchy New Englanders, man, hey, just be first, go fast, do your thing. Don't worry about anybody else on the road, lay on your horn. The problems start when you try to be nice. Like when somebody's trying to make a left turn, I want to make a left turn. I'm just waiting to make a left turn, but you're coming the other direction. And instead of just driving by so I can turn behind you, you decide to slow down and stop and then stare at me and try to wave me through. I don't need you to do that. Just keep going, because all you're doing is making things more dangerous. And so here's my advice, okay? Grouchy New Englanders, I love you. Love you. I love you just how you are. So just go ahead and be grouchy, and let's knock it off with the trying to pretend to be nice. Go grouchy New Englanders.
Nice. Okay. Okay. I don't think I've not seen the grouchiness. Now maybe that's because of the shutdown. I haven't seen anyone. You know, and I've just yet to.
You're in for a treat.
Okay.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Yeah. Wait till winter.
Okay.
Oh yeah.
Okay.
Come February. Oh, it's a treat. It's a pleasure.
Yep.
I love them. Love them.
Yep. Speaking of grouchy New Englanders,
Yeah.
Sue Kelso.
Sue Kelso, that
Right?
one right there. My
No,
goodness.
I'm kidding,
Just
Sue.
persona. Really?
Just kidding.
I'm not.
No, okay.
Dead serious, man.
Really?
Oh yeah, she's
Okay.
great.
She's very pleasant. Yes. Our Connections pastor, Sue Kelso.
Yes.
She gives us a rooted.
All I gotta
principle.
say is just so you know,
Yeah.
when you called her pleasant, she went. That's what she did.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. That's all I really had for you, Sue, was just you're pleasant. You're pleasant.
Sue's awesome.
She's awesome.
Our Connections pastor leads our Rooted initiative and Rooted 10-week discipleship journey, give you
Yep.
tools for a lifetime of following Jesus. And Sue's got a Rooted challenge for us. So this is
Okay.
for everybody. Let's check this out.
Love it.
Hey guys. Hey, you know what? One of the rhythms of Rooted is sharing your story, because really stories are universal. They're just important for us to remember that we don't share our faith story to make ourselves look good. No. The reason behind it is we want to share our story so that we can point people to Jesus and show him how God has shown up in our lives. So while we are definitely in the story, the main character really is always God, and because we want to point people to him. So telling our stories is an important part of what God wants us to do. See, in Romans, Paul was talking and he said, when we get together, I want to encourage you in your faith, but I also want to be encouraged by your faith. So our stories of victory, of strength and faith, well, yeah, they need to be told to encourage each other, but at the same time, our stories of pain and difficulty and struggle, well, they need to be shared too. So we are real people with real problems that serve a real God. So today's Rooted Rhythm Challenge is tell your story. Consider maybe sharing a particular event or an experience that gave you a deeper understanding of who God is, or maybe a deeper sense of who God wants you to be. I'm so thankful that you're part of this Rooted Rhythm Challenge as we pursue a life of rhythm together. Back to you, Bo and Drew.
Absolutely. And on mcconline.com, you can find out more information about how to get connected with Rooted
For
in
sure.
the next series. Yep.
Yeah,
Next.
and what's cool about that is as you share your story like in Rooted,
Yep.
Just that practice. You know how a story, the more you tell it, the more you share it, the more that you feel connected to it, and then it really does make connections with other people. So share your story, tell your story, talk about what you've experienced with God and what he's done for you. And I know a lot of times when we think about sharing God's love or talking about Jesus, we can get really freaked out about what we don't know, but you know your story. and your story is powerful. It's your testimony. You're testifying about who God is and what God has done and what your experience is. And so share what you know.
Yeah.
Yeah. And that's the best thing you do with it. We believe in sharing, right? If we're
Absolutely.
going to share, you might get a mug, but
right.
share your story about Jesus, and you might get a new brother or sister in Christ. It's pretty cool, too. All right. So it's time for Every Day with Jesus,
Every day.
our daily devotion in 140 characters or less. And our thought for the day says, God gives us the mountain to prepare us for life in the valley. Remember the mountain, but don't miss the experience of the valley. And then the verse is Psalm 23:4. Even though I walk through the valley of the shadow of death, I will fear no evil, for you are with me. Your rod and your staff, they are a comfort to me. You know, even thinking about like telling our stories, there are these mountaintop experiences that we have with God, and sometimes those are like central, experiences that we really hold to, and they're glorious and they're amazing, and God uses those though to prepare us for times in the valley. So even part of sharing your story is by talking about who God is and what you've experienced in Him, and how His love has been poured out and expressed to you. You're ministering and encouraging people while they're in the valley. The other thing too is ministry happens like when we're with people and sharing God's love. And so to connect with God and to be in awe of Him, but then to move with people and through really tough times. And so in those tough times, we don't have to be frustrated or mad at God, but we can be thankful for the opportunity that in the midst of heartache and trials and challenges and difficulties, we have so much to draw on through our personal relationships with Jesus to share with others.
That's good. And I think it's helpful then to be around a community of people who are honest about their stories, so it's not just this pie in the sky Pollyanna all the time,
sure,
mountaintop. There's no valleys, we live on mountains all the time. It's like, no,
Ridiculous.
that's not true. Yeah.
No, not at all.
Yep.
Yeah, and that's never what God promised us.
No.
Either. No, He's got this wonderful work that we get to participate with Him in. So let's get after it.
Right.
Let's tell our stories.
As Jesus said, right? He's like, in this world, you will have trouble.
Yep.
Take heart. I've overcome the world,
Yep.
he said.
Yep, and we get to overcome with Him.
Yep.
All right, that's real deal stuff right
Beautiful.
there.
Real deal.
All right, now let's move on to something trivial.
Very trivial.
A Trivial Pursuit, 1981 edition of the game Trivial Pursuit. Drew Chris will draw a card at random. We will go one question at a time. We want you to see how many you can get right. If you get all 6 right, you will get a congratulatory fun dip in the mail. So make a guess, give it a shot. I'm gonna guess at all 6. Let us know how many you get right. All 6, we will mail you a fun dip. If you want one of these mugs, got to share the show. If you want a fun dip, got to get all 6 right. Let's play. Okay.
All right. Blue.
Geography.
What country is bounded in part by the Indian Ocean and Coral and Tasman seas? What country is bounded in part by the Indian Ocean and Coral and Tasman seas?
Whoa.
Tasman, Tasman, Tasman seas, Coral and Indian Ocean.
Indian Ocean, Coral and Tasman seas. What country?
What country? Bounded.
Man.
In part.
Bounded in part. Is it a big country or a small one?
I would say medium.
I have no idea. New Zealand.
They wanted Australia.
Oh, come
Very
on,
close. Very close.
I knew it was Australia.
Oh,
You
man.
said medium. It's a continent.
Okay,
That
yeah.
is
fair
not
enough.
medium
It's not
size.
oh, wait.
That's big.
Australia is big?
Yes.
Okay. I don't know. I've never been there.
That's what I get for trying to cheat. I knew it was Australia.
You gotta.
That's the only reason I went New Zealand.
You gotta consider the source
My
of your
goodness.
information.
Move it along. I'm
All
mad at
right.
you.
Sorry. Pink.
Pink Entertainment.
Who played Lois Lane in the 1978 movie Superman?
Don't know. Don't care.
Lois Lane, 1978
Oh,
movie.
man, I don't
You
know.
can picture her though, right?
Yeah.
You can picture her.
Diane Lane. No
Nope.
clue.
They wanted Margot Kidder.
Margot Kidder.
Margot. Before the Robbie, there was the Kidder.
Don't know who that.
All
is.
right.
All right. Next.
Yellow.
Yellow history.
What does Richard Nixon have on the left side of his scalp from forehead to neck. Forehead to neck on the left side of his scalp. A tattoo of a paper shredder. Just kidding. Oh, man.
Okay, this question, Phil, a scar.
A scar is correct.
Okay.
A scar is correct.
Whoa.
All right, and that's two because I'm going to give you Australia. You had it. All right. Brown.
Brown, art and literature.
Okay. What French impressionist is famed for his paintings of ballet dancers? French impressionist famed for his paintings of ballet dancers.
I'm so bad at artists. Renoir.
They wanted Edgar Degas, Degas. I don't know.
Wow.
I don't know who that is.
Okay.
Green.
Green, science and nature.
Okay. What did Archimedes,
Archimedes?
there you go, say upon discovering the principle of buoyancy in his bath?
Eureka.
That is
Is that
That's
correct?
true.
Oh, is it
That's
really?
true, yeah. That's true. I thought you knew it. You knew his name, so I thought you knew it. I'm giving it to you. Archimedes? Archimedes.
Sorry, I didn't give you guys time to guess. I was just joking.
Oh, no, that's it.
Eureka!
Eureka.
All right.
Eureka.
Oops.
Buoyancy.
There's a freebie for you.
There you go. Orange.
Orange, sports and leisure.
How old was Gordie Howe when he retired from hockey for the second time? How old was Gordie Howe when he retired from hockey for the second time?
Gordie Howe was 50, 45, 48.
52.
52.
52 they wanted.
Wow.
Yeah,
52.
52, man. You've been skating for a while.
He's probably pretty grizzly looking by
Pretty
then.
grizzly. Well, tough card. Tough card. Man.
Australia. All right.
Yep.
Drew Chris. I'm gonna do a little sermon.
Little sermon remix. Let's do it.
And so as we look at our lives and we say, okay, I'm going to go here, I'm going to do this, I'm going to make that happen, I'm going to have this happen, and this is everything planned out. Whoa, we don't know. What is your life? And I love this. God's telling us, hey, your life is a mist. It's a mist. I know we look at this world. This is why sometimes it's so hard to understand what God's up to and where this frustration is. We look at this world like it is the pinnacle of all existence and the be-all, end-all, and everything is just wrapped up in right here and right now, and we got to go and get the most pleasure we can in the shortest amount of time, and God's like, whoa, time's not even an issue. TikTok, it's not even an issue. That's a created thing, and he says, I'm over that creation, and you are invited into a kingdom that is outside of it, eternal. And I know that he says he knows that we're so wrapped up in it, but he's like, whoa, relax. Hey, you don't control any of this. Your life's a mist. It's a mist. And instead, we ought to say, okay, Lord, if it's your will, it's not wrong to make plans. But God, if it's your will, to bring anything that we would think or want to do before him and say, hey, God, is this what you want? Is this where you want me to be? Is this how you want me to live? Is this what you have for this mist that you've entrusted to me?
Bo, I'm curious. So how far back can you go, like, in your lineage? So, like, grandparents, do you know great-grandparents? Do you know, like, how far? Can you go great-great?
No, I really
No?
can't.
Yeah.
I know a little bit about my great-grandparents. That's about it.
Yeah. I'm the same way. Like, I know I've heard stories, but beyond, like, that, like, great-great, even, like, great-great-great, it's, like, it gets real, like, fuzzy, you know? So it makes me think, like, even at home, like, think about that. Like, how far can you trace it back? And a lot with, like, Ancestry, you know, Ancestry.com and like all the other 23andMe and stuff, like you can kind of figure out generally where you were from, but how specific stories. And it kind of shows me like, man, what, in 100 years, 200 years, is Drew Crisp a thing? Probably not, you know, like it keeps going on. We are a mist, a vapor, you know, or here for a time and then gone. And to you really in this sermon, refocused me to go, hey, it's an eternal perspective. What are you building towards? It's not a temporal thing, but an eternal thing. Yep. And super helpful and keeps things aligned for me daily, kind of focusing on those goals.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, we have opportunity to take this mist that's been entrusted to us.
Yep.
And use it for God's eternal glory.
That's good.
Because that will last.
Yeah.
That will absolutely last.
Yeah.
But yeah, so much of these other things that we get so wrapped up in and so bent out of shape about and, you know, really waste a lot of energy.
Yeah.
Yeah, not so much.
Right. It's like on my deathbed, I want to make sure that I had all of the sports stats. You know, I knew, oh man, I knew in the 80s who won the World Series. I'm so glad I've spent all that time focusing on the,
I need to get a perfect card in Trivial Pursuit.
I gotta get a perfect card. I gotta know who
Then I
played
can breathe
Lois
my
Lane in Superman. Yeah, but rather focusing on, like you said, God's eternal glory.
Yeah.
That's something to build into, man.
Yeah, and sharing His love.
Yep.
Those are things that will never be wasted.
That's it.
Always good.
That's good.
All right, man.
Okay.
I got a little bow and tell for you.
Okay.
Got to make good use of your crafty bag.
Crafty baggy.
Your crafty bag. I got something really cool, and I'm excited because you're gonna love this.
Okay.
Right, somebody did a craft.
Somebody did a craft?
Yeah, for us, and they left it on my desk, and I have no idea who it is, who did this. So let me get the craft out.
Okay.
Okay.
Whoa.
All right. This is the day rock.
This is the day painted rock?
Yeah, hold it.
What?
Yep. And there was a note.
Dude.
It said, "Thank you for rocking it for Jesus." So, look, there it is. Picture of it. Thank you for rocking it for Jesus. Drew Crisp.
That's amazing.
It's a painted rock.
Painted
you know
rock.
You love rocks.
Yes.
You love rocks
Yep.
so much.
Yep.
The only thing better if it just said, "This is day rock."
This is day.
This is pretty good. This is the day rock, and it has a pun.
And there's a pun on there.
This is 3 of your favorite things. This is the trifecta of Drewism here.
Oh, man.
Okay, if we were to build a cult around the worship of Drew, call it Drewism.
Drewism.
Our worship services would involve crafts.
Crafts.
Okay, we're making crafts. Collectible rocks.
Collectible rocks.
And puns.
And puns. This is it.
That's the liturgy
That's, yes.
of Drewism.
They devoted themselves to the
The liturgy of Druidism. They devoted themselves
to the crafts and rocks.
Collectible rocks. And puns.
And puns.
Thank you
That's amazing.
for rocking it for Jesus.
Thank you for rocking it for Jesus. It is upon the rock, the strong foundation of Jesus, that we build our lives. Absolutely.
This is the day.
This is the day.
Look how passionate he
This
is.
is amazing. And we follow Peter, you know, who is the rock, Petros. Oh, my goodness gracious. This is amazing. This is, I'm going to go skip
Whoever
this.
did it. No, you're
No,
not. Give
I'm
me that
not.
back.
No, I'm not.
Yeah, we're gonna. Man,
No.
this is
Thank you for rocking it for
a
Jesus.
part of the show.
Thank you, whoever did this, for the pun and for expressing yourself in art.
There's a way. There's a
There-
way.
If there's a will, there is a way.
I got 1 minute.
He's got 1 minute. He's gonna do it. I'm gonna put my teeth back on. Man, you gotta get you some vampire teeth at home. If you don't have vampire teeth, you need them. Okay?
Who doesn't?
Who doesn't have vampire teeth?
We got the rock.
We got the rock. You rock at home. Absolutely. Continue in love and faithfulness towards our God. Please. Absolutely. Have a great weekend.
Cream corn.
Pop-Tarts! Pop-Tarts!
This is the day. We'll catch you on Monday.